What is up, Wholesale to Million family? Today, I'm going to bring you guys a very, very special guest, all right? Coming all the way from Canada. She is a serial entrepreneur, a multi-millionaire, a real estate mogul, all right? A life hacker, CEO of Head Broker, London Realty Group, and she has a big, massive following on social media, and it's such an honor to have her on. So you guys be sure to show my guest and myself some love. Boom, smash that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, be sure to boom, smash that subscribe button. But no further ado, help me welcome Tatiana.
Hey, Khang! I'm so happy to be here. You don't understand. This is like a rock star moment for me. Like, I feel like I have backstage passes to the #1 show, the #1 ticket in the country, King Khang himself. I love you. We all love you. We're huge fans of you, sir, and your funny trash talk wife. We love her too.
No, she always tell me, she's like, hey, Khang, so, I'm trying to create content. But what should I do? I say, dude, just go watch Tatiana. Just go watch her. She's killing it. She's the queen of social media.
Sorry, I'm talking on top of you.
No. It's completely fine. But I told the wife, and she loves you. And one of our, Angie, one of my girls that take care of all my social media, she loves you. So when you DM me and she saw it, she was like freaking out. She's like, Khang, dude, the Tatiana just DM you. I said, what? Send it to me. I want to look at it.
I love it because I never know if people have I know everybody has an assistant on social media, but I'm not sure if people operate the way I do. I always take a look at everything, and if anything's very important, then I answer myself, I always try to answer the Instagram myself. I don't have messages on TikTok for, obvious reasons. But with that said, I am a huge fan. You don't understand.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So anyways, I know everyone is excited for this. We're just going to jump into it. So Tatiana, you come from Canada, right?
I am from Montreal, Canada, and I operate out of Canada, but I live part-time in Florida, meaning I spend a lot of time there, and I hope to retire there one day. We have a home there, and I'm potentially opening a business there with another fellow TikToker, and also good people, like I love my Americans. So, but all that to say, the majority of my fans are American. Thank God. Thank God. So a lot of people think that I'm somewhere in the United States of America, but I'm not. I'm operating out of Montreal. Some of my videos are made in Florida because I spend a lot of time there, but my big business is in Montreal, Canada.
Tatiana, when you say Montreal, it reminds me, I don't know if you know who Bob Proctor is.
Oh, he just died.
I know. My wife, she was heartbroken because she actually took his course when we first got into the whole real estate game. She wants to work on her mindset. She was going through some little issue with, her other business that we have to give up. But gosh, yeah. And so when you mentioned that, like Bob Proctor just brought up that.
I love him. I love him, like all his work. And it's so sad we lost a great soul. I thought he would live forever.
Yeah.
And he didn't, but I didn't even know he was sick. But he really, it's so funny how success leaves clues, Khang. Because honestly, I'm not the only Bob Proctor, The Secret fan out there. Like, The Secret changed my life.
Same here.
I watched that movie because remember they made the movie before the book. And I at first when they were talking about it, I thought it was some sort of fictional movie. And I said, oh, they say it's good. This is The Secret. And I watched it. And I couldn't believe it. You could tell it's a low budget film, but it is so impactful and so amazing. And we can't even get that right. They basically tell you what to do.
Yep.
And people still get it wrong, but if they just do that, it could change their life a 180 degrees.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And yeah, so Bob Proctor's fantastic. And he's the guy in The Secret, for those of you who don't know. And he just died, but he is Canadian, yes.
Yep. Yep. He is. So, Tatiana, for those people that's, following me, watching this, that don't know kind of who you are, could you kind of break down a little bit about your backstories and then how did you become this real estate mogul?
Okay, so my name is Tatiana Londono, and I am a real estate agent. I'm also a real estate broker. So a real estate broker is somebody who owns a real estate company, and I have over 95 agents, 100 agents that work for my organization. We've been around for about 15 years. This year, it's going to be 15 years that we're open. I've been a real estate agent for 18 years. I was one of the first. I don't want to say the first because they had bought a lot of shows from England, from the United Kingdom, but I was one of the first real estate agents on HGTV USA.
Oh, wow.
So I had my own TV show on HGTV a long time ago, in 2008 or 2007, I believe. So I had my company being advertised on American TV a long time. The cameras always loved me. Thank God. I don't know why. Maybe because I have a big mouth and I have no filter. But that was my, well, it's not my 15 minutes, my first 15 minutes of fame. And so that filled up my agency. And then after that, I wrote a book about real estate. I also, oh, you want to see it?
Yes. Yes. I was going to ask you, what's the name of it? Because
Real Estate Unfiltered. So I wrote a book. I have my own coaching as well. I did several courses. The latest is Tatiana Live 8-week coaching and Tatiana Live 8-week real estate coaching intensive. Link in bio on our And then what else did I do? So I've done it all, Khang. So anything to do with real estate I've done. So then during the pandemic, I saw that everybody was getting on this TikTok thing. And like everybody else that's middle-aged, because you're not middle-aged yet, but everybody else middle-aged, I thought it was a dancing app for little, girls and boys who want to dance. And I was told, you got to get on it. You got to get on it. You have to get on it. So I get on it. And today I'm trying to catch up to you, Khang. I'm at 2.5 million followers. And I hope that I am changing people's lives. I do it to motivate people. I do it to help people. Sorry.
No worries.
Sorry. So many devices, so little time. And I hope I'm motivating people to demonstrate that there is another way out there, that you don't have to sit in your circumstances, that circumstances are momentary, and that you could get out of, terrible cycles that you don't want to be in.
Yeah.
So I am Ms. Real Estate. They say don't mix business and pleasure, but I'm sorry, business should be pleasure.
I love it. And for those of you, who haven't seen Tatiana video on TikTok or Instagram, wherever, go check her out. I promise you, you will love it. Entertainment mixed with education. I think that's just the best combination ever. And that's how she blew up. She just know exactly how to do it, how to say it, and how to educate and motivate people. So I know that you have impact, obviously, millions of lives. That's amazing. Mm-hmm. Now, and Tatiana, and a lot of my audience are probably in the face of like, hey, Khang, I try to venture into becoming an entrepreneur, starting my own business, maybe buying my first house or first investment. And I can't see anybody to give a better tips than the real estate queen herself.
Okay, so the wonderful thing is that in the United States of America is so much easier, okay? Like I have to tell you, it is really easy. And since there's so many people You know, you guys have over 350 million people in the country, if I'm correct. So there are so many places that you could, so many places to invest in. It doesn't have to be in your overpriced city. And that's what's great. They make it easy there. They make it easy to get access to information there. You know, I see your videos. You guys have, you know, thank God, PropStream loves us, Khang, you know, but you have like, you know, websites like PropStream where you could grab anything you want. And, you know, you have information on everybody. But all that to say, I don't want to exclude my Canadians. I am Canadian. Where there's a will, there's a way. So with that said, I really do believe that all you have to do is start with the one deal. And I was watching one of your videos, and I remember you said that you made that one call, people hung up on you, but there was the one call where you made 50K. And then you went from there and went from there. And that the same thing happened to me. I made the one investment in the small little condo that I paid $350 for, and I found it as a real estate agent. This is a great thing about being a realtor. Is being a real estate agent, you get access to off-market properties before everybody else does. And instead of thinking of the 5% commission you're going to make, why don't you think about the kind of money you can make if you buy it all right? You know, like you just buy it, right? So that's what happened to me. I saw this fantastic deal. She wanted a certain amount. I told her what it was worth because I really do believe honesty is the best policy. But she didn't want to put on the market because her husband was sick and she didn't want the headaches. So she said, no, if you will buy it, I'll sell it to you for $355,000. And I bought it and I renovated it and I made a quick 100K right there. And I meant to put my daughter in it because it's such a great location. And my daughter wasn't ready to move out and we didn't want to rent it out. We tried to Airbnb it, but they immediately changed the rules in the condo association. And so I said, okay, fine. My daughter's called me 3 times. Hold on, Khang. I know I'm live. Hi, I'm live on a YouTube. Is that okay? Okay, fine. Calls me 3 times, psycho dialing me. She lives in London, England, so I answered just in case, you know. I apologize. Anyway, all that to say, we couldn't Airbnb it because a lot of you might be thinking, could you do something else? Or should you keep it? So we we sold it. We made the 100. And then I found another deal. One of my real estate agents showed it to me and said, Tat, this is a great deal. And it was a 7-plex in a really hot area, like literally 5 minutes from the one I flipped. Took the 100 and the money that I had put down to buy the one that I was just talking about, the little condo. So I took the money down plus the 100 and then bought the 6-plex. The point is this, 7-plex. And then so on and so on. Then I refied BRRR method. All that to say, you know, when they see us, they think that you need to have this huge capital to start. All you need is the one deal. And I don't care if you do it as a real estate agent and you close the one deal and take that money and buy the condo, or if you're a wholesaler and close that one deal that gives you that extra 30K spread in your pocket and you make everybody happy, the buyer and the seller. You start with the one deal and it doesn't have to be a huge deal. In fact, if you're not going to flip because you don't have the budget for renovations, then you pull the Airbnb thing. Make sure you buy a proper place, proper location with parking, and you can Airbnb it, wait for the equity to start accumulating, and then you sell it and you have but it's funny. People think that you need huge capital to get started in real estate investing, and you don't. It's so easy. Khang, I'm sure you would agree. Isn't it crazy how just time goes by so quickly and suddenly some of the crap you bought is just worth hundreds of thousands of dollars more?
Yep.
It's because of time. And so it's pretty easy. And especially in the States where you could start with an FHA loan of 3.5%. And wait, it gets better. You could buy revenue properties for 150,000, like 200. There's still neighborhoods where you can buy revenue properties at amazing prices. And there's no excuses in Canada because everywhere in the States and Canada, there's always that town outside of the big city where you can buy properties that will bring you income at affordable prices. I really do believe it's a question of mindset. I believe people are afraid, they don't want to make the move. And how about just pure procrastination? How about all these fantastic ideas? How many times have you said, just get on the freaking phone, use this website, and start calling people, and then advertise it on Facebook? Someone's going to buy it. They love it. They like your video. They comment. They think it's great. But they don't do anything. Start by taking all the videos that you have liked on your TikTok. And why don't you start one by one doing what these people are, affiliate marketing, free money, free freaking money.
Yep.
Why don't you just get on your phone instead of talking, look at your phone and say, okay, I'm going to do just three videos. I'm going to do exactly what they tell me to do on these videos. Instead of just liking and collecting them on your liked videos, start tackling them one by one. There was a reason you liked the video. Why don't you start tackling them one by one? So it's what I like to call, it's a phenomenon I call brain damage. It's not that people don't have money. It's not that people don't know how to make money. It's not that people aren't motivated. It's complete brain damage. They don't know how to take action. I call it brain damage in my coaching. You have brain damage. What do you mean you have brain damage? Well, I'm telling you what to do. I'm telling you that it doesn't cost money. It's free. I'm telling you where to go. I'm telling you the websites. Why haven't you done it yet? There's a really weird disconnect there, Khang. So why don't you start with this homework, people? Get on the liked videos. And I'm not talking about the funny videos that you like. I'm talking about the to-do videos where people tell you, do this, and you will make this in exactly 3. Like there's so many of those on TikTok. That's why TikTok is so famous, right?
Yep.
Do it one by one. Start tackling them. Go back into the history of your likes, probably 2 years old at this point, and start watching every single video. How many times do I watch a video? And I'm guilty of it myself. My signature on my email is so boring. I just watched a video on how to change your signature on your email using Canva. And this is what you do. And they tell you, you click here, you do this, you go on this, and you do it. I saved it. Have I ever watched it again? No, but I know it's there. So I'm guilty of the same thing. Why don't we start with that? Because there's so many brilliant people on TikTok. I have to say, what a platform. I love TikTok. I don't know how you do the YouTube thing. You're very, very patient. I tried YouTube. It's just a lot of, it's not like I can't. It's just a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And I'm a control freak. And this whole freaking everything is worth something, and like it's not only the video content, but it's the keyword, and it's the thumbnail, and it's the title, and it's the description. And I was like, I can't. So I finished in December, and I said, I want to take a little break from this. Let's take a little break. And so let's double down on TikTok. And TikTok's doing very, very well. I'm very happy. It's easy. It's quick videos.
Yep.
And it's brilliant people like you. Like you tell kids what to do. And I bought some of my best properties from wholesalers. And I have a feeling it's because they learned it from you. Because they're all young kids who are offering them to me. And I think it's you. And big, big difference in people's lives.
Tatiana, thank you so much for the kind word. I thank you so much. But Tatiana, I want to break down your first that 350,000, that first deal that kind of changed your life, you know. And I tell people all the time, you know, and a lot of people say, hey, Khang, you know what? Dude, I have been at this, man. I got so many no's, I got so many turn downs. And then I said, well, how, dude, and they're like, well, I haven't got any deal. And Tatiana, I asked him, so how long have you tried cold calling? Oh man, Khang, I did for a month and dude, it doesn't work. I said, Tatiana, I said, come on, man. Shit.
Oh, man.
Shit. If it was that easy to get rich, everybody would have done it. Dude, I said it took me 6 months.
No, I disagree with you. It is that easy to get rich. They just don't do it. I guarantee you, they don't do it. It's not 5 calls, 10 calls. It's hundreds of calls every single day. It is 9 to 5. It's fucking easy to pick up the phone and call people who don't even see you. But they don't do it. It's freaking easy. You know what's hard? What your parents used to do for a living. That's what I call hard.
You're right.
What you do and what I do
easy.
Is freaking easy.
I agree. You know what, Tati? I got to agree with you because when I go and I see what I used to do before, manual labor, right? And I see my parents, what they do at a factory. I see what people do back in my country. Now that is hard. You're right. And then when I see you, and then when I drive and I see people that are not exposed to the opportunities like we got, the contractor, right? The plumber, like they crawl underneath the house and do all of that. Yes, you're right. What we do is easy money. That's right.
Easy. So when people tell me on my TikTok, it's not that easy. You want to freaking bet it's easy, especially in the United States of America. I don't know why there's so many freaking people complaining in that country. That country is fantastic. America is the greatest. Okay, where I could take a course for $300, $400 and then make millions of dollars as soon as I'm done. It doesn't exist anywhere. And so in your case, it's even easier. I get a list of phone numbers and get on the phone one by one. Yep. Trust me, it's freaking easy. I used to do telemarketing work. It was the easiest job on the planet. I loved it. And I think the reason why I'm such a great salesman is because I started off on the phones, telemarketing. It was so easy. I opened my own company. Yeah, there's a history before I became a big realtor. I was a huge telemarketer. And I used to sell books. I used to sell makeup. I used to sell, God knows what else, electronic devices, but I used to sell them on the phone. And it was easy. What's the worst that could happen? Someone hangs up on you? Who gives a crap? It's so easy. There's other ways to do it. You could just send promises to purchase or offers to purchase properties in the mail in big manila envelopes. Just send them throughout the entire neighborhood. Someone might just pick up the phone and say, this was not for sale. But the other one is, where there's a will, there's a way. And here's the thing. I could guarantee you if he did make those calls, he was probably saying it wrong. There's a way to talk on the phone. Yep. And you have your pitches, you have your scripts. There's a way. Look at you. You come from another country. Your accent's gone at this point. But you could use every excuse in the world. And look, you're number one in what you do. No excuse. You used to live in a shack in somebody's backyard. Give me a break. Okay? Where there's a will, there's a way. It's weakness to me. And I just and what they say in Glengarry Glen Ross, always be closing, ABC. Yeah. And also, the more no's you get, the closer you are to a yes. There's always someone that's going to say yes. Just yesterday, I was talking to my real estate agents. Like, okay, stop complaining that there's no business. There's tons of fucking business. You just don't know how to do your business anymore. You're lazy little fucks. Excuse my language. I love it. Basically, what you need to be doing is calling all the past clients that you have closed and go back to 2018, 2019 and ask them if they want to sell in this crazy market. Guess what? They did it yesterday after my, bad mom speech, mean mom speech. And 2 of them came with 2 listings today, past clients. You could do the same in your business. All the guys have given you buildings to sell. Call them back. Chances are they have other buildings to sell. It's very rare that someone who owns a revenue property only owns 1. Anyway, I could talk all day. I'm a big mouth.
No, you're dropping bombs, and I know that we are getting really crunched to time. So So Tatiana, let me ask you, these are questions that I'm getting from my followers and saying, hey, so if Tatiana, if they decide to get into becoming or want to becoming an agent, what are some first few steps that they need to do to make sure that they're on the right track?
Is this actually live, Khang?
No, it is not. It is not live right now, but I got questions
Thank God.
from.
I was like, oh my God, I just realized. I'm swearing my daughter called. Okay. So if they want to get into real estate, what?
Yeah, so Tatiana, if they want to become like a real estate agent and they want to be like you, they're like, hey, Khang, I want to be like Tatiana one day. What do I guess what are some few tips that you can share with them to get them in the right directions?
Okay. So first of all, you're never too young to get started. Okay. As soon as you graduate from high school, you could do your pre-licensing course. And it doesn't mean that you have to say no to college. In other words, if mom and dad are willing to pay for college, and I know when you speak, Khang, what you mean is people who can't afford college shouldn't be going to college, or people who have no business going to college because they don't know what they want to do. There are other options out there. But if mommy and daddy have no problems fronting the bill and you don't want to get into debt, meaning, so if you don't want to go and get into debt, that's one thing. But if mommy and daddy are willing to pay for college, then have the college experience. You're young, you're beautiful, it's a one time chance. Go do it. But that doesn't stop you from getting your real estate license. You could do it. And let's talk to people who are older as well. It's not too late to get your real estate license. Someone on my team turned 60 when he got it.
What?
Woo! Yes, he just got started because he was ready to retire. And then he said, oh my God, if I retire, what the hell am I going to do with my life?
Yeah.
So do you think I'm too old to be an agent? I said, absolutely not. So you're never too young, you're never too old. That's number one. Number two, just do it. Study. The hardest part is the state exam. So once you're done with that, it is very important. I'm not trying to push my coaching, but I wasted so much freaking time. Okay, I had to learn things the hard way. Why learn things the hard way? Just pay for a coach. Get a real estate coach who's going to teach you everything you need to do, because your broker isn't going to do it. The broker running his brokerage or her brokerage business. Sure, they might have courses once a week to help a little, but a real estate coach, the investment of, so the money you're saving on the course, because it's very affordable in the States, spend it on a real estate coach. Okay. And then once you get the real estate coach, the rest is history. It's too easy. It's too easy.
You know, Tatiana, I gotta agree with you when you said what we do is easy. Honestly, I think being a real estate is easy. Pick up a call somebody, go show a property. Like there's really nothing. Drive your car, go show a property. It makes 10, 20.
I don't understand how people could say it's a difficult job. You have seen me on this chair. I'm basically glued to this chair because it's my favorite office in my house. Like, I don't leave my house and I make millions of dollars a year. That's how easy it is. And I'm not exaggerating. You could be all in as a realtor, or you could have a team where they all do it for you and you just give a piece to them. My time is very valuable. I wasted a lot of it when my children were young. So I want to be there for them. Now that they're, heading into young adulthood, I want to be there for them. I want to travel with them. I want to travel the world. I don't want to ruin a second marriage. I want to make sure that I'm here to make the most of my life. So I don't mind giving a piece of the money I make to my young team members who are willing to work, but not have to do the hard part. So I do the lead generation part. They show the property. How hard is it? It's that simple. So guys, trust me when I tell you and when Khang tells you. It's freaking easy. But you just got to do it. Get rid of the brain damage. Just go do it. Do it.
I totally agree. And when Tatiana, when you talk about, paying for coaching mentorship, now listen, I know sometimes It's not for everyone. And maybe sometimes you might have to go through it to understand the importance. So let me share this with you. So my first 6 months, I got into real estate. I thought, you know what? Shit, this is easy. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to watch all the YouTube channel, right? And then I'm going to be as cheap as possible. So, right? Because I want to be, I guess what at that time, my mindset was basically I'm stepping over dollars for pennies. And here's what I mean. I decided, save $1,000 to go into that seminars. But if I would have spent $1,000 to go to that seminar in return could have made me thousands and hundreds of thousands. But because I choose to save the $1,000, right? So I'm stepping over dollars for pennies, right? That 1,000 compared to hundreds of thousands is just pennies. But after 6 months, after 6 months, Tatiana, after 6 months, I decided, you know what? I do not want to see my next 6 months be like my last. I have tried to figure it out myself. I've tried to save the money and not spend it. And I said, you know what, Khang? At this time of my life, man, do you want to spend the next 6 months so it be like your last? Which means, are you trying to figure this out? Like your next 6 months will be like your last, dude, because you're doing the same thing over and over every single day. And I say, you know what? I had enough. I can always remake the money back, but I need the knowledge. I need the experience. I need the education. And I'm just not willing, Tatiana. I'm not willing to see my next 6 months or even my next year to be like my last. So I say, you know what? I'm ready. So sometimes it takes you to go through it for you to understand that you have wasted so much time when there is a shortcut. There is, you still got to put in a massive amount of work. Let me tell you, a coach, a mentor does not like it will save you time from the learning curve, right? Giving you access to something that will probably take you months to get into. But you still got to hustle. You still got to put in the WRK. Like your coach, your mentor is not going to do for you, but they'll show you the path, the way to cut down your learning curve, right? To eliminate some of the mistake that you should have made, that you could have made, which when you do yourself, trust me, you made a ton of mistakes. And those mistakes will take up your time. It will eat up your time. And time is what? Dude, correct. Because like we all know, right? We can always if you lose the money, you can always make it back. But let me tell you something, my friend. Time is something you never get back. So when that hit me, Tatiana, I decided to drop the money, hire a mentor, and that's why my mentor came out within 3 days, got my first deal, and that's that deal there that I share on Twitter or on Instagram. That was the first one that made me 50 G's, and the rest obviously is just history. Now I got that money to come back in. I can reinvest it and then just keep on scaling. So,
see, your first deal. It's just about the first deal because you realize how easy it is. And I did the same. Even worse, I didn't even know there were coaches. Because I started a long time ago. I started 18 years ago.
Oh, yeah, yes.
So I didn't know any better. I used to listen to Tony Robbins. I used to grab his stuff from Napster. It was free. And at the time the YouTube wasn't big. It was, so I had to learn things the hard way. It took me 7 years before I found out that there were other ways. And so for those of you who don't know, now you should know. You got to be crazy not to know.
Yeah.
But for those of you who think I can't afford it, you can't afford not to. You can't afford not to, right, Khang?
So true. Yeah.
It changed my life too.
So true.
Changed my life. And so I don't care. It's 10,000, 1,000, 100,000, whatever it is, it's freaking worth it. Another thing is about coaching, I'll make this quick, is coaches want to make sure that you do well. So they're putting it all out there. Okay. I don't know about these newbie coaches, 20 years old, people like you and me who have a track record, you and I, who have a track record, come the frick on. We have evidence to back it, right? So make sure you study your coaches before you sign up for them as well. If they're just blabbing away because they watched a couple of YouTube videos, make sure you put your money with the right coach. Make sure the coach has a track record. Make sure the coach is the real deal. Okay. And then invest your money, because it's an investment, and you'll see how your life changes. I'm not saying that there aren't any charlatan coaches out there. There's plenty of fakes out there. But for the plenty of fakes, there are plenty of winners out there. And these coaches want to make sure you do well so that you could get them a great testimonial so that they can get even more students. So there's pressure on them too, because today, in the age of social media and people canceling people, if there's anyone scamming anyone, we're going to find out the next day, because the kids will take you down. Okay.
That's true.
So with that said, guys, don't be afraid. If you have to borrow money from mom or dad, or you have to get that extra job just to pay for that coach, it'll be so worth it. I promise you.
But I can sit here and I can just listen to Tatiana for hours and hours. But we are running out of time. But once again, I really want you guys to make sure you spend your money wisely, just like Tatiana said. Investigate your mentor, your coach, whatever it is. But listen to me. Before you decide to pull the trigger, I need you to understand that you will have to put in a massive amount of work. If you're not ready for that, and if you're not ready to commit anything you do, just listen to me, because I don't want you to waste your money, right? And I don't want you to disappoint your coach or your mentor. Exactly. You need to commit at least a 1 year, just 1 year for me. Say, I'm going to focus on doing this. And if you're willing to put in, the rest is going to be, the result's going to show. So anyways, Tatiana, we're going to wrap this up, but how can people connect with you and all that?
Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. So at Tat Londono on TikTok and Instagram, and you could DM me and you can comment on my videos. I go on my videos and I start arguing with people. I pin people's comments. I have to tell you, I'm a huge TikToker. I love TikTok. I think it's fantastic. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite. I'm sorry.
Me too.
I wish I could do the YouTube thing. It just takes up too much of my time. But the TikTok, love everything about it. What a great algorithm. Everything about it is fantastic.
Me too.
You can find me there. I'm there. And you can direct message me on Instagram.
Awesome. And Tatiana, once again, what is the name of your book?
The name of my book is Real Estate Unfiltered. You could go link in bio, or you could go to Amazon and get the physical copy. If not, you could get a nice little affordable e-copy, link in bio. And for those of you who are interested in real estate coaching, I have an 8-week intensive, pretty good. I basically share the systems that make me over $1 million in gross commission income every single year. And I just put it together and shared it with you. I made it affordable because I know that, a lot of you can't afford the big ticket coaching. So I basically took my big ticket coaching and made it affordable.
Awesome. And I'll make sure I'll leave all of Tatiana link in the descriptions right below. You can DM her, reach out to her, and I promise you will love her TikTok video. I promise, because I love it. The wife love it. My employees, they watch her. They love it. But Tatiana, I want to say thank you so much for hopping on, for jumping on, taking the time to give back to the community. Thank you so much. And for those of you who's watching, be sure to show Tatiana some love. Smash the thumbs up, go like, and follow her. Until next time, you guys, take care and ciao. Bye, Tatiana.